Hi everyone, my name is Melanie and I am a good friend of Laura, and she asked me to be a guest here tonight on her skincare self-care night just to talk about how I do self-care, and I was super honored she asked. Laura and I are dear friends. She's an awesome consultant. You guys are all in great hands with Laura, and so I thought I would just share with you some of the ways that I do self-care. Just so you know where I'm coming from, I am a mama of 4 young kids. I have a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and I have 2-year-old twins. I am very active in my church and volunteering. I run my own direct sales business. That's not Rodan Fields, a different business, and I try to invest a lot of time into my children, into my husband, into my family. And so I am a very busy lady. And if I don't take care of myself, it's not pretty. I'm going to start being short with my husband, short with my kids. I'm going to just not feel good on the inside. And so I have really, over the years, since becoming a mom, and especially since having my children, or since having my twins, have really zoned in on self-care, how I can do a little bit every day, and some every month, and some every year, to really fill me up. Because here's the deal: if we are not filled up ourselves, we cannot pour into anyone else. We are pouring from an empty cup, and it just doesn't work. So you watching tonight, I want you to know that you are worthy of self-care. You are important enough for you to take care of yourself a little bit each day, each month, and each year. You are important and you are worthy of this. And so I just wanted to share with you 5 things that I do to practice self-care. So the first one is I do things that fill me up. So you need to know what fills you up. For me, I love being with people. I am an extrovert to the core. When I go out with my girlfriends and have dinner, I come home filled up. Now, sometimes if you're an introvert, you go out to dinner with people and you come home drained. So maybe going out to dinner with your girlfriends isn't going to fill you up. Maybe you need to go to a coffee shop for the night and just have a night to yourself and read your favorite book. But you need to figure out, what are things that fill me up, that make me happy, that energize me, and how can I build that into my calendar? Once a month, I think, at the minimum, but maybe twice a month. And so I always make sure I am connecting with some girlfriends, either over a play date, but also away from play dates. Coffee with a friend, dinner out with girlfriends, date night with my husband once a month. I love to do these things because it's going to fill me up and keep me going. And so I know that about myself, so that's what I do. So find something that fills you up, energizes you, build it into your calendar at least once a month, if not 2 to 3 times a month. The second thing is, even though I am an extrovert, I still make sure to take time for myself so I can recharge a little bit. So one of the main ways I do this is I take a bath probably 2 to 3 times a week in my soaking tub. I do it with Epsom salts. I do it with some oils diffusing. Sometimes I watch Netflix. Sometimes I read a book. But it's just an hour to myself. My kids know they can't bug me when I'm in the bath. I make sure my husband knows that I'm in the bath so he doesn't have the children running up to me. He keeps them downstairs so they don't come and bug mommy. And I just have an hour to just simply take a deep breath, take care of my body, and just really enjoy that time. I also have learned, it's not my favorite thing, but I've learned it makes a big difference. I'm starting to get up before my kids. And so my kids get up at 7:30. That's another thing I have taught them. They stay in their beds until 7:30 and they can't come out until 7:30. They can read books, they can go to the bathroom, but they need to stay in their room until 7:30. So then I get up at 6:30. I have my coffee, I watch the news, I read, I do a devotion. Sometimes I catch up on emails, just kind of whatever I need to do to feel like I'm getting ahead of the day so that my kids are waking up to me. I'm not waking up to my kids. And it's hard. It's a hard rhythm to get into. There are some days I don't do it, but I always regret the days I don't do it. So I'm working really hard on making that just a ritual, a rhythm in my life. Up before my kids, enjoy my coffee, wake up, and then I'm just such a better and more excited mom than when they're crawling on my bed at 7:30 and saying, "Mommy, wake up, wake up, wake up." The next thing, so that's number 2, take time for yourself. Number 3 is I try to take really good care of my body. And this isn't really about body image, it's about how I feel on the inside. So I'm trying really hard to drink a lot of water each day. I'm trying really hard to eliminate foods from my diet that are going to make me feel icky. And that's just kind of a process of elimination, deciding what foods make me feel icky, what foods give me energy. I'm going to take care of myself, of what I put in my body. And I've also decided, I am 36, and I've decided I'm not going to spend money anymore on cheap care products from Target that I'm probably not going to like, that are going to run out fast. I've decided that I'm going to invest in my body as well, and so I'm going to invest into some high quality makeup that I know is not going to hurt me, and I'm going to invest into some skincare. I'm going to invest into some things I put on my body. So whatever is important for you, things that you put on your body or wash your hair with or wash your body with, I'm going to invest in some things that are not cheap and they're higher quality, because it's just going to make a difference. And so that's my third thing. Take care of your body, both inside and out. The fourth thing kind of sounds silly. I've been on a little bit of a minimalist, not like crazy, you only can have 2 cups in your house, but just like getting rid of clutter that we don't need, narrowing down my kids' toys to the toys that they really play with and not the cheap toys that just sit there and make clutter. But one of the things I've really done is narrow down my closet. So in my closet are clothes that I love. And so it makes picking out my clothes every morning a lot easier, because I love everything in my closet. And I've also invested in some clothes from certain brands that I know that I like. And I've invested in them, and they've lasted a longer time, as opposed to going to Target, buying something that's super cute, but I know it's not going to last longer than a year unless you find something really great at Target. I'm not saying Target is a bad place to shop for clothes or anything like that. I have just found a couple of brands that I really like. They're a little more expensive, so I don't buy as many, but everything in my closet I love. So it makes my morning so much easier, because it's so much easier to pick out clothes when you like everything in your closet, and then everything I wear I feel good in. And that's, if I'm going to put something on in the morning I don't feel good in, it's just going to start my whole day off wrong. I've also invested in some really nice bras and some really nice pajamas, so I'm just comfortable and that I feel good about myself, and when I go to bed I'm comfortable, and yet in some stuff that's not going to wear out in 2 months. And then the last thing I have for you, it's called Treat Yourself. And so once a year, this is my Mother's Day present to myself. I get a hotel room. My husband takes a day off work, and I leave when he gets home from work, and then that day, and then I have the whole next day off. So I go to a hotel, I go shopping, I get my hair cut, I get a pedicure, I get a manicure. I save up for this. For almost all year. I use the money for my direct sales business. I have a little account that I put in all year long, and I go out and I buy, like this year I needed really nice sandals, and I got a pedicure and I got a manicure and I got my hair cut and I got those nice pajamas I was talking about. And I stay in a hotel and I do whatever I want for about 24 to 30 hours. Nobody expects anything from me. Nobody but my husband knows where I am. I check in with my husband, but I don't do FaceTime with my kids. It's just, they think it's great because they get a whole day with Daddy. That's just super fun. And so if there's someone in your life that will do that for you, if it's not a spouse, maybe a mother-in-law or a mom or a neighbor that would watch your kids for you so that you can take a day off from being a mom or doing whatever you do and just doing whatever you want for 24 hours. I call it Treat Yourself, Mother's Day style. I got it from Parks and Rec, Treat Yourself. And I look forward to it every year. It fills my cup to overflowing every year, and I just love it. And I think that as a hardworking mama of 4, I deserve 24 hours off, and I feel zero guilt for it whatsoever. So those are my 5 tips. Do something that fills you up. Take time for yourself. Take care of your body inside and out. Find clothes that you like and feel good in and invest in them. And treat yourself to a really big fun day once a year, whatever that looks like. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming to the event tonight. Thank you for having me on as your guest speaker. I hope you enjoy the rest of your event and have a fabulous night. And don't forget to take care of yourself, because you're worth it. Have a great day.